Hello, welcome to another class. So today I have a very interesting sequence in mind. I'm Chia, by the way, if it's your first time here. So again, we're going to be moving, creating, having a good time on our mats. I have a few ideas. So I'll probably be using a chair and then bring two blocks or books or something like that. Get creative because it's always good to have props so that you can adapt the practice to your body and not try to force your body into the practice. So we're going to start in a tall meditation seat. And then close your eyes and create an alert position with your entire back, with your shoulders, with your full body. So use every corner, every muscle, not to create tension, but actually to be alert. Visualizing, maybe practicing seeing yourself as a witness. That's a good technique that you can always practice when life is just more challenging. And I know it's been difficult for a lot of us lately. And so I don't want to say that it's easier to see yourself as a witness, but it can be kind of like a trick. See yourself from the outside and see who you are and maybe notice or see your resiliency and see your determination and your strength and your integrity and your way to show up. And also acknowledging, there are also, I don't want to say bad things, but things that we have to work on. We all have something. So also seeing those opportunities for growth and expansion and transformation. If there is doubt, we can transform that into compassion. If there is fear, we can transform that into action. If there is anger, we can also transform that into action. We can transform rumination into resiliency or reflection. Take one inhale. Open your mouth. Do that again. In breath. Open mouth. One more time. Inhale. Open your mouth. All right, we're going to grab a chair. You can also do this using a wall. So I'm going to be using my chair. And then this is a very good one because it actually aligns with the lower part of my hips. But it's like, bear with me right here. So if you're just on a wall, just make sure you bend the knees and press your sits bones against the wall. So you keep that connection. You can also put a blanket between your quadriceps and your abdomen. So right in front of your groin area. But I'm going to be using the chair to create support in the same area. So the idea here is that you press the knees and press your quads or your abdomen onto the chair and just walk your fingertips forward. So you're just creating an anchor to find some resistance and good tension to really elongate the hamstrings. So if you have a blanket between your legs and your abdomen, just hug your blanket with your legs and your abdomen. If you're using the chair, press your abdomen onto the back of the chair and walk your fingertips forward. So see that I'm bending my knees though. So adapt to your hamstring flexibility here. We're just like trying to find energy and also a good stretch. And your hamstrings, lower back, even upper back here, traps. I'm driving the pit of your belly into my spine and really walking the fingertips forward. So ground your heels onto the floor as well. Strong feet, strong legs, active core. See if you can walk your hands slightly to the right. Press your feet onto the floor. Try not to move your legs though. Press your sit bones against the wall or press your abdomen onto the chair, the back of the chair. Back to center, other side, hands towards the left side, really stretching, opening, breathing. Like we're really working here. Back to center, and then slowly lift all the way up. Come into your Tadasana. Feel that activation right away. Notice how you're feeling in your legs. And then one more, you can always put your hands on a wall or on the chair or on a table. So I'm just gonna do my palms on the chair. If you're using a chair though, make sure that your chair is on the mat. So again, just some stretch, kind of like a heart melting puppy pose situation here. Release your chest, press your feet onto the floor, and again, bend your knees as much as you need to. Continue to breathe and explore. If you want to do some pulses, you can. Start by focusing on the physicality. And then start to think of your down dog in a different plane of motion. Maybe noticing how you can bring this structure to your down dog later on. One more inhale. Slowly walk your feet in. And just press your feet down into the floor and feel that. Front of your body, back of your body. Just notice. Right. Remove the chair. We might use it later in Shavasana if I remember. So I'm just going to put it here. And then we'll come right away into a downward facing dog. Hands on the floor, feet on the floor, hips up and back. Turn your armpits towards your knees. So not out, but towards the knees. That will create an active sensation in your palms. Roll all the way forward into your plank pose. We're there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down dog. Beak toes touch, right leg up, bend your knee, open up. You can bend and extend the knee. Roll the ankle. Switch, right foot down, left leg up, bend your knee, open up. No rules, more out of exploration, noticing. Foot down, walk your hands to the back of your mat, ragdoll pose. Feet to 12 o'clock, especially your middle toes, bend the knees, right hand to your left elbow, left hand to right elbow. Release the neck. Hopefully a different experience in your forward fold. Right, bring your knees all the way down to the floor. Your feet down, untuck the toes. So today we're going to be moving a lot towards the outside of your mat. And the practice will have a lot to do with the rotation of your femur bone. So from here, step your right foot forward and out. So split the difference, not all the way forward, not all the way out, halfway forward and out. Drive your knee towards your toes and then extension, and do that a few times. Maybe no hands here. You can also put your hands at your quadriceps, maybe no hands. The next time you're forward, put your right hand on the floor and just be here for a few moments. Give a turn to your chest, so drive your chest towards the left side of your mat. And then from here, we're gonna do left arm straight up, left arm towards the floor, and left arm all the way to the left side. So it's gonna be off to the left side. Pick up your right leg, modify side plank facing the front of your mat. Bend the right knee, catch your right foot. Make sure you let your left foot be behind you, and it can be closer to your hand, further away from your hand. Just pay attention to the rotation of your thigh bone. Reverse your actions. Release your leg, bring your foot down, and then from here, reach your right arm all the way towards the front of your mat, your left arm all the way towards the front of your mat. Kick your right leg all the way back, tabletop. Extend your left arm all the way forward. Kick your right foot all the way back. And just hold here for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand. Drive your right knee to your nose. Tuck your left toes. Kick your right leg up and back, three-legged. Drive your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot forward. Take your arms all the way up. Vinyasa. Reach your arms all the way up. Really work your connection to the mat. Drive your side body straight up to the ceiling. One more inhale. Bring your hands to the floor. Step back into your plank. Bend your elbows, low plank. Upward facing, in breath. Downward facing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. All right, walk your hands to the back of your mat. Just a few moments in your ragdoll or in your forward fold. Bring your knees to the floor. Stand on the shins, untuck the toes. Left foot out and slightly forward. Extend the leg, drive your hips back into the right, and do that a few times. Remember, hands or no hands. The next time you're forward, bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot. Peel the chest open towards the front right corner of your mat, right arm straight up. And play with the placement of your right foot. So again, allowing the right femur bone and the left femur bone to rotate internally and externally to find the range of motion that works for you. Release your right arm down. Walk your right hand all the way up to the right. Pick up your left foot. Bend your knee, catch your foot. Let the energy move up to the hips, to the chest. With control, release the bind. Step your foot forward. Then from here, bring your left hand down, your right arm down. Kick your left leg back. Extend your right arm forward. Bird dog. Take up space, extend. Release your right hand, tug the right toes, drive your left knee to your chest. Kick your left leg up and back. Step your left foot forward. Right knee down, Vinyasa, arms all the way up. Reach up and breathe. One more inhale. Bring your hands to floor. Step your right foot forward for full front of your mat. We'll take 3 sun A's. Halfway up in breath. Bow forward, out. Reach all the way up. Extended mountain, in. Bow forward, out. Halfway, breathe in. High to low plank. Breathe out. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. Inhale. exhale. In breath. Out breath. One more time, in. Out. Look forward. Top of your mat. Halfway, in. Bow forward, out. Reach all the way up, in breath. Bow forward, out. Halfway up, in. Hands to the floor, step back, high to low plank. Upward facing, in. Downward facing, out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And out. One more in. Empty. Lightly, top of mat. Flat back in. Bow forward, out. Reach up, in breath. Bow forward, out breath. Halfway up, in breath. High to low plank, your out breath. Upward facing, in breath. Downward facing, out breath. In. Out. One more in breath. Out breath. Bend your knees. Step to the top of your mat, halfway up. Bow forward. Chair pose with a block or a towel between your legs. So not on your knees. Right in the middle point. Squeeze with your adductors. So really squeeze a block. Can do hands to prayer. Can do arms straight up. Drive your tailbone back. Squeeze the blocks with your legs. Extend your arms all the way forward. Just to really activate your quads, your legs. Try not to overthink it. Just create tension, good tension in your body. Sit back. One more inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Remove the block for a second. Halfway up, in breath. High to low plank. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. Keeping integrity in your whole body. So try to pair the activation that you created in the previous pose and keep it. So say it's a good balance. So not a lot of tension, but active. All the way forward into your plank. Drop your knees, walk your hands back. You're on your shins. Then from here, we're gonna keep doing a similar sequence. So left arm out to your left, right leg to the right. Flex your foot, right arm straight up. Bend the right knee, catch the top of your right foot. Fingertips, so spider fingers on the floor. So just fingertips down. Maybe you play with lifting your femur bone higher up. And then you do, instead of 5 fingers, maybe 4 fingers. Okay, release your foot. Reverse your action. So right arm down, all the way forward. Bear dog. Left arm all the way forward, right leg all the way back. Push the floor away. So really engage your right glute. Release your left hand, bring your right knee into your chest. Kick your right leg up and back, 3-legged. Step your right foot forward. High crescent lunge. You need to walk your left foot out to your left. That is okay. Reach your arms up. We're gonna get more active here. Bring your hands to prayer. Drive your chest slightly forward. Load your front leg. Extend your back leg. Bring your chest back to center. Extend the right leg. Bend your left knee. Stack your head over shoulders, over hips. Add a twist to the right slowly. So open arm twist to the right. Okay, slowly bring your right arm all the way forward. Whoops. Bend the right knee. Same motion here. You bend the left, extend the right, and find your crouching warrior. Bend the right knee. Your palms can be facing the floor. I'm just trying that variation. Kick your left heel back, drive the crown of your head forward, and find your breath. Okay, big transition here. Step back, three-legged plank. So left foot down, kick your right leg back, bend the right knee, step over to your left side, wild thing. Slowly release your hips to the floor. Now you're facing the back of your mat. Bring your hands to the outside of your right hip and create a gentle twist to the right. Let this twist feel very good in especially your back, just from a flexibility perspective. And then you're always welcome to use 2 blocks for this variation. We're gonna come into a reverse table. I'll be using no blocks, but you could use 2 blocks. So hands slightly behind your hips. Press your palms down, fingertips are pointing towards your feet, lift the hips up. You're welcome to stay right here, or bring your hips between your palms. So heels down, toes up. Try to bring your hips through. And then lift up. So 2 more. Hips up and back. Push the floor away. And then forward. 1 more time. Really use your glutes, your triceps. Hips up. High plank into side plank on the right. Flip your fingertips. Extend the legs. High plank. Side plank on the right. Left arm straight up. Push the floor away. If you need to put your right knee down, you can try that. One more inhale. High to low plank with your exhale. Upward facing in. Downward facing out. In breath. Out breath. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your knees to the floor. Untuck the toes. Stand on the shins. And then again, right arm out to the right. Pivot your right foot slightly. Extend the left leg to your left side. Flex your foot. Bend the knee. Catch ankle or top of your foot. Work with balance. Maybe fingertips down. Maybe you do 2, 3 fingertips. Maybe you play with keeping only the knee on the floor, just to challenge your especially accessory muscles of the hips, of the shoulder. And reverse your actions. Extend the leg, release your left arm, bring it down and forward. Bird dog. Extend the right leg, the right arm forward, the left leg back. Release your right arm, tuck the right toes, bring your left knee in, kick your left leg up and back, 3-legged. Step your left foot forward, high crescent. Find the distance that works for you. So right foot can be slightly up. It's just really hard if your feet are closer. I mean, it can be, if you want to try to go there, I find it more challenging for my center of gravity. So I tend to feet hip width distance apart. Bring your hands to prayer, drive your chest forward, load your front leg. So 80% of your weight on your front leg. Drive your right hamstring towards the back of your mat. Right, bring your chest back to center, Bend the right knee, extend the left leg. Squeeze your glutes to find your balance. Open arm twist to the left side. Reach your left arm all the way forward as you rebend your left leg. Again, bend the back leg, extend the front leg all the way forward into your crouching warrior. We're working today. Find your breath, set your eyes. Okay, step your right foot back, kick your left leg back, three-legged plank into your wild thing. Step your foot over, extend your left arm all the way forward. Slowly release your hips. You're facing the back of your mat now. Take your hands towards your left side. So more of a stretch to kind of like work on your upper back muscles. And then we'll take that reverse table with the crunches, kind of like crunches. These are challenging. So reverse table, if you want to stay here, just focus on this connection between the glutes and the hamstrings, so around this area, not the lower back. If you want to join me, drive your hips through your arm bones. Push the floor away. So 1, 2, 1 more, 3. Flip your right fingertips. Take your left hand all the way to your left. Side plank on the left side. Right arm straight up. Find the activation. Find the engagement. Take 1 more in breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Upward facing, breathe in. Downward facing, breathe out. Inhale. Empty all the way. Bend your knees, go to the top of your mat. Halfway. Bow forward. Chair pose with the block. Bend the knees. Sit back. And do hands in prayer for this one. Really tilt your tailbone down. Squeeze your block. Focus on legs. Really center line. Squeeze the block. Send your arms all the way forward if you're not there yet. 1 more inhale. Bow forward. Exhale. Release the block. Halfway up in breath. Chaturanga. Out breath. Upward facing. Breathe in. Downward facing. Breathe out. Okay, we have 1 more flow, a longer sequence. All the way forward into plank. And bring your knees to the floor. Same situation here. You're on your shins. Left leg. Left hand out to your left. Right leg lifts. Bend the knee. Catch the foot. Maybe pick up your left foot up as well and just play with your balance. Whoops. It's challenging, just like something to try. Reverse your actions. Extend the leg. Bring your arms back to the center of your mat. Find your bird dog. Hands down. Extend your left hand all the way forward. Rotate your pinky toe towards the floor. Release your left hand. Drive your right knee to your chest. Kick your right leg up and back. 3-legged. Step right foot forward. High crescent. Chest forward. Arms forward. turbo crescent. Think elongation. Power in the right leg. Power in front of your right hamstring. Power in your back leg. I meant powered in front of your left hip. Okay, and then from here, stack your head over your shoulders, over the hips. Extend the left leg. Extend the right leg. Bend the left knee. Open arm twist to the right. Slowly re-bend the right leg. Bring your right arm all the way forward. Just pause here for a second. Keep the right knee bent. Open arm twist. It's like an archer's lunge. So close your right hand. Drive your right fist all the way back. Open arm twist. Still to the right side. Right. Extend your right arm all the way forward. Slowly extend the right leg. Bend the left one. Find your crouching warrior. Let the tension, good tension in your right leg, take you all the way forward. So not so much about hopping. It's more about engaging your leg muscles to drive your weight all the way forward. Bend the right knee and really sink into the right leg. Melt into the right leg. Okay, three-legged plank. Step your left foot back. Kick your right leg back. Wild thing. I'm doing right tippy toe sound, right heel up. Heel the chest open. Straight into your side plank on the right side. Right hand down. Pivot your heels. Flex the toes. Push floor away. Really feel the elongation. Notice how a steady practice maybe brings a different reaction to your mindset. Can be challenging. You can also find ways to modify, find resilience in the pause, and just trust your strength as slowly as you can. Step your left foot all the way forward. Drive it into your chest, and then step forward into your warrior two. Doesn't have to look pretty. So we're doing warrior two. Two arms open, take up space. Extended side angle. We're gonna get a block, put it inside of your foot, or no block. Heel your chest open, take your right hand to your lower back. Work your hamstring here, your glute. Notice if you're pointing the glute out, which is, we're just trying to scoop your glute under, drive your hips back, center of your chest forward. One more inhale here, side facing wide-legged forward fold. Face the wide edge of your mat, drop your head high, drop your head, rebound here. And then goddess pose. Your heels in, your toes out. We're gonna try a drill here. So I'll demo this way so you can see it. You're putting your palms, not so much your fingertips, on your adductors. Press the outer edges of your feet onto the floor and glue your palms onto your legs. So it's kind of like you're pushing in and resisting. You're trying to close your legs, but resisting. So we're gonna try that. Find a good distance between your feet. Press your palms onto the legs onto your palms. Lean your chest slightly forward and resist this for a few moments. Then come back up. 4 more. Forward. Come back up. forward, come back up, 2 more, up, forward, extend the legs, fold all the way. Face the back of your mat, bring one block with you. Pyramid pose. Take your left hand slightly forward, put it on the block. You can do right hand on top of the leg of the left. Drive your right hip back. Let this be a deeper stretch in your right hamstring. Similar to what we felt when we started class with that wall drill or chair drill. Okay, from here, we're gonna come into a half moon on the right side. So shift your block, put it towards the right side, and slightly forward. Half moon pose facing the back of your mat. Maybe you take your right hand towards your heart. Connect the dots here. Remember all of those modify side planks we took. This is a similar sensation. Take one more inhale and then slowly close your hips. Reverse your action. So go back into your pyramid. Extension of your leg. Bring the block with you all the way forward, side facing, all the way forward, forward fold. Halfway, bow forward, take it up in breath. Bow forward, out breath. Halfway up in, Vinyasa, out. Upward facing in. Downward facing out. If you want to add an inversion or come to your knees, please do so, okay? I'm going to come upside down right here, but you can come to your meditation seat and just reintegrate, or you can come into your form stands, your headstands, your handstands, even crow. With this pause, help you find some ease and stillness, noticing how you're feeling. So a moment to check back in. We move, still the physicality very important, but hopefully by this point of your practice, your thinking is changing. You're able to listen, to think, to find other options. Right, downward facing. Okay, put your knees down. Same entrance, right leg out to the right. Kick the leg. Catch your foot. Just try this here. Maybe your right foot up. And then reverse. Hands forward. Leg back, right arm forward. Really extend. Rotate your pinky toe towards the floor. So you really close the hips, close out the hips. Drive your knee into your chest. Tug the right toes. Kick the leg. High crescent lunge, left foot forward. All right, chest forward, arms forward. Turbo crescent. heel the front of your right hip open. Extend your fingertips forward. Bring your chest back to center. Bend the right knee, extend the left. Take your time. Create your twist to your left. Okay, bring your left hand all the way forward as you rebend the left leg. Close your left palm. Create a fist. Archer. Drive your left arm all the way back. So pull your fist right in front of your chest. Kick or extend your leg all the way, your hand all the way back. You're twisting again. Okay, left arm all the way forward. Same entrance here. You bend the right, extend the left, all the way forward into your crouching. And your left knee, really load your left leg. Step your right leg back, three-legged plank. Kick your left leg back into your wild thing. Side plank on the left. Trust it. Easier said than done, but really trusting. Usually we have these three voices in our heads. One just like going for pleasure and immediate results, and then another one that's in the middle trying to find that balance, and then another one that it's just too judgy. As slowly as you can, step your right foot all the way forward into your warrior two. Can you focus on that voice that is trying to find balance between only just like getting the result right now, get the result, or find pleasure, try to kind of like deny the existence of like pain, grief, and things like that, because we're just like looking to feel good. And also that other voice that is just too intense and kind of like, okay, I knew that was gonna happen. Kind of like an inner judge that it's always there. Extended side angle. Just finding balance, can hold myself accountable. I can find some discomfort. I can also have compassion. I can find the middle point. Scoop your right hip or your right glute down and under. Right, side facing wide-legged fold. Drop your elbows, drop your head. And then goddess pose again. This time we're gonna do palms outside of your legs. So press and resist. Chest forward, really comes from a strong foundation. Lift up. Forward. Lift up. 3 more. Forward. Lift up. 2 more. Lift up. 1 more. And then extend the legs, fold forward. Bring the block with you. Put it towards the now front of your mat. So you're doing front right corner of the mat. Your hands are towards that corner. And you drive your left hip back. Left hip towards the wall behind or the now kind of like sealing back of your edge of your mat. Okay, half moon pose, switch the block. Right leg straight up. Right arm up. Work your top leg, okay? Okay, reverse your actions, cross your leg, close your leg, step it back. Find that pyramid, walk forward and out to the right. Side facing wide-legged fold. Right, and then all the way forward. Forward fold. Drop your head. We'll take crow, palms on the floor. If it's your first time taking crow, you can put a pillow in front of you, or you can do a block right in front of you. You can do hands on your blocks. I love that variation. The idea is that you think of chaturanga and really push your palms onto the mat or the blocks. Chaturanga, upward facing in breath. Downward facing out breath. All right, we'll take dancer's pose. So I'll take dancers facing the camera. You can just face the front of your mat. Try to keep a soft bend in the knees and really think of the integration of your core so that you don't over compress the lower back. Catch your right foot. You can stay right here. This is perfect. Or you can go deeper into the pose. Again, work on alignment. So we're going to be here for a few moments. I have my eyes on the clock. Try to create a pose from the front chain of your body and your hamstrings though, but not your lower back. So peel your chest open. Kick your right heel straight up. Work your top leg, not only to kick back, but to lift. And then release your right leg. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'll show you from this angle. Bend the knees. Catch the foot. Extend the right arm forward. And then again, not only without kicking, but lifting. Three more cycles of breath. All right, release. Come all the way down to your back. Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to work on three pretty, I want to say challenging back bends. You can choose. You can, of course, take camel. Hopefully you're feeling good and ready to come into wheel because this was such a steady practice. So I'm hoping that you feel good in your body and your hamstrings. But again, know that you can modify. You can go for a restorative bridge. You could take the pose with 2 blocks against a wall. 3 wheels. So whenever you're ready, feet down. Think of the alignment of your feet. So you can do toes slightly out if that feels good. Again, just want to prevent the pose happening from the lower back. More activation of the quads, your glutes, and letting the energy come up into your chest. So hands right in front of the shoulders, fingers are pointing towards your heels. Lift up into your first wheel pose. Push the floor away and lift up. Trust the steady foundation. You can walk your hands slightly closer to your feet if you feel comfortable. Bend the elbows. Adjust. And then slowly come all the way down. Keep your feet right where they are. Drop your knees to the left. Drop your knees to the right. To rebound, you can roll your wrist. And then when you're ready, come back up. Second wheel. Been craving back bends, so this feels very good today, but I get it. Some days I just want to go somewhere else, so feel free to modify. Come all the way down. Release your hands, release your wrist. Sway the knees, one side and then the other. All right, we have one more. Lift up. Coexisting with the voices and with all of those emotions. I think sometimes we're trained to think that anger or grief or sadness, those are not good emotions, but they'll be there. That's just a reality. And if you've been grieving or angry or stressed about the current state of the entire world, it's okay to hold space for yourself, pause, reflect, reconnect. Honor your rhythm and honor those emotions, because, and I think in that process, or that's just my experience, that's where I'm able to find some possibility and compassion and acceptance, holding space for my emotions instead of trying to force a result or trying to find an answer. Okay, come all the way down. Slowly constructive rest, knees to touch. Release your wrist, bring one hand to heart, the other to belly. Last year, I put myself into a huge challenge, and I was like, okay, the answers are gonna come, and some of them never really came, because I, kind of like had to go through the healing journey, and there was no destination. And then last week, as I was practicing, I'm thinking, okay, if some of those answers that you were so desperately looking aren't here yet, shift to feelings. So see how you're feeling here. Go by that. This feels good. I'm going to keep it in my routine. This doesn't feel good. Maybe I can let go of that, because it's just stealing my energy. And it's okay to nourish yourselves and find a new rhythm and honor those pauses and honor the changes that our body's just trying to show us, I guess. Okay, bring your knees to your chest. Rock and roll a few times. Come into a tabletop. So we'll do a tabletop. Just as we started. Kick your right leg back. Extend the leg forward. Bend the knee. Catch the foot. So we're here to create a final activation drill. Rotate the back, the spine, and then release the spine. Take your right knee behind the left. Sit right between your ankles and towards the back of your mat. And your Gomukhasana. Lean forward, walk your fingertips forward, rebound. Right, it doesn't have to look pretty. Walk all the way forward and cross the legs. Other side. Left leg back, right arm forward, bend the knee, catch the foot. Knee behind the other knee. So I'm doing left behind the right. Walk your hands back, sit between your feet. Walk your hands forward, drive your chest forward, rebound. And then we'll come into your frog pose. Get your 2 blocks. You can also take this on your back if you want to. Block for your forehead. Notice the effects of your practice, what's here. Hopefully there's some transformation happening, so try not to miss it. Sometimes we're like, okay, now we're gonna go do that. How can you pull yourself back to this moment and stay? We're still here. I'm not jumping into the next thing, but just here. Slowly start to come out of your pose. I'm going to bring, I know this is a hard ask, but I'm going to bring my chair back just to let my legs rest right there in my Shavasana. So if you want to, you can get your chair again. If that doesn't work, just skip it totally. But if you want to have this experience, it's an interesting one. We'll take it. Feels good in my lower back and my hips. And we'll be here in our final Shavasana. If you have a few more minutes, please stay here. I highly recommend it. If you have to finish practice, if you have to finish your practice right now, you can drop your knees to the right side. And then slowly come all the way up into a tall meditation seat. Bringing your head to prayer. Final moment of pausing, reflecting, receiving. Thank you all so much for being here with me and sharing your homes, your energies, your practice with me. It's such an honor. And take your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Hope to see you back on your mat very, 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 very soon. Namaste.